Welcome to Recapper. Let's discuss 4th episode of Beef. After their initial meeting, Paul expresses interest in spending more time with Amy, but she rejects him because she is married and has to go to Las Vegas for a business trip. As they are parting ways, Amy sees Danny in the distance and kisses Paul in the car to avoid being seen. Meanwhile, Danny is planning to steal tools and wood for a church renovation project and keep the money from the church. Paul wants to go to Vegas to see Amy, so Danny suggests that they all go together, but Paul and Isaac end up fighting. Danny tells Paul to help with the church project to earn his way to Vegas. George and Junie were supposed to go to Vegas with Amy, but Junie throws a tantrum, so they decide to stay behind. Amy goes to Vegas alone and spends time with Jordan, getting to know him better. When Paul goes to Vegas, he takes the truck that Danny and Isaac used to steal the tools. Danny passes out and wakes up to find that Paul has taken the truck. He and Isaac panic because the stolen tools are still inside. They drive to Vegas to retrieve the tools. But Paul is not answering his phone. Amy meets with the board and is scheduled to speak on a panel the next day, but she hasn't discussed the deal with them yet. Paul texts her that he's in Vegas, and she invites him to her hotel room. They spend the night together, talking and dancing. But nothing physical happens. Amy lets Paul sleep on her couch, and they embrace before saying goodnight. The following day, Danny and Isaac locate Paul's hotel and pursue him as he runs towards Amy's room, climbing multiple flights of stairs to reach her floor. Meanwhile, Amy realizes she forgot her phone in her room and returns just as Danny, Isaac, and Paul arrive. Fortunately, Amy enters her room before the men and avoids encountering them. Danny and Isaac retrieve the truck keys from Paul and prepare to leave, but as they pass the panel where Amy is speaking, Danny can't resist confronting her about their past altercation, despite Isaac's advice to let it go. Danny disrupts the Q&A session by yelling at Amy and bringing up the road rage incident. Amy manages to defuse the situation by calling security and dismissing Danny as a drunk tourist, but Naomi becomes suspicious and begins to investigate the incident. After the confrontation, Isaac punches one of the security guards, and a chase scene ensues, resulting in Danny and Isaac's arrest. Despite the chaos, Amy feels empowered and decides to remain the face of her brand, confiding in Jordan about her decision. That was the recap of 4th episode of Beef. Thank you.